Hello and welcome to Total Packers with Matt LaFleur, presented by Software One, Larry McCarren, along with the head coach of the Green Bay Packers. And Matt, you guys have had some terrific team victories. The Giants game, unfortunately, a team loss.
Yeah, absolutely. I think when you look at it, every phase contributed in a bad way, unfortunately. And, it's just unfortunate when you go out there, you have an opportunity, Monday Night Football, don't play your best. Any team can beat you, and that was evident on Monday night.
Matt, somewhat of a head scratcher. I thought last week, Thursday, the heaviest practice of the week was, at the very least, one of your best, if not the best practice all season, and yet you don't play like it. That's got to be kind of frustrating.
Absolutely. I think, you always get confidence from your preparation, from how you practice, and you said it. We had a great week of practice, but ultimately you got to go do it on Sunday or whenever you're playing Monday night, and we didn't do that.
Jordan made some terrific throws, particularly late, but there were times when he just seemed kind of off. What did you see?
Yeah, I would say there were some inconsistencies there. I think it's a mindset of you just got to be decisive. That's what we talked about, I would say in the second half, just go out there, be decisive, let it rip. And I thought you started to see him do that, and he performed at a much higher level and gave us an opportunity to win the football game.
The Giants have been making a living at takeaways. When you look at your turnovers, do you see forced turnovers or do you see carelessness with the football?
Yeah, I think when you looked at all three of them, certainly you muff a punt, you got to stay on it and don't give them the opportunity to make a play. We threw the one interception where, we didn't really win on the route and we kind of just threw it up there. We've got to learn from that, progress, move on from that. And on the zone read play that we ran on the third down, it's just one of those deals where as a quarterback, we never want our quarterback to try to stop his feet and go back inside, because that's where all the traffic's coming from. And just continue on your path. If you get ran down, we'll play the next play. And, credit to the Giants. Thibodeau made a great play on that play in terms of ripping the ball out. And but certainly I think those are all three of those we can kind of control ourselves.
Matt, another head scratcher. No sacks against a team that had allowed 69 over the course of the season. That's kind of hard to figure. And also no PBUs in this game.
Yeah, I think, credit to the Giants. I thought they did a good job of trying to get the ball out of Tommy's hand quickly. In a lot of situations, there were some screens, some quick game, but ultimately there were too many times we were running by the quarterback and not making the play.
What are you hoping your team takes away or learns from this particular game?
Well, you got to learn from every situation you're in, both good and bad. It's tough when you lose, when you have to learn from the losses, but it's a necessary evil of this profession in order to continue to improve. And you can never allow one loss to compound into another loss.
Thank you, Matt. Coming up, Carrington Valentine from the locker room at MetLife Stadium. Stay with us. Total Packers with Matt LaFleur is brought to you by your local Chevy dealers, by Bellin Health, and by Johnsonville.
Rashawn Gary quietly inserted himself in that Defensive Player of the Year conversation.
Some guys can't get home. Rashawn Gary can.
He is sacked! He is sacked back at the 15-yard line! A sack of Jared Goff! Rashawn Gary arrives at the quarterback for the third time today. And sacked!
Rashawn Gary.
Again, Rashawn Gary! He's hit, tries to break a tackle, cannot. He is sacked back near the 15-yard line. Rashawn Gary, he's hit from behind, and he's sacked. Rashawn Gary.
Rashawn Gary's exceptional season rolls on, and now it's time to reward him. The Pro Bowl games vote is live until December 25th. Visit Packers.com/Pro Bowl and cast a ballot with all of your favorite Packers. You can also submit your vote on X by posting the player's name or handle, along with the hashtag Pro Bowl Vote. Welcome back. This one-on-one is brought to you by Brew Pub, lots of matzo pizza.
Fumble the football picked up by the Packers, and they're letting the play go. Back the other way now comes Carrington Valentine.
Carrington, tell me about that fumble recovery and return.
I mean, I saw, he was running, he tripped, and he hit the ground. I peeked and nobody touched him, and then the ball popped out. I'm in the NFL now, so I picked up the ball and I started running. So, tried to get as much as I could.
Carrington, how did you feel when you saw the offense take it in and you guys were in position to win that football game?
I mean, like I said, I feel good, honestly. I feel like you're going to win the game. I feel like, you put the game in the defense's hands, came up on the short end of the stick, but we're going to watch the tape, we're going to correct it, and then we're going to keep going and then, prepare for Tampa Bay, honestly. We have a good challenge coming up, and, I feel like, we're going to put this behind us after we watch the film and then keep going.
Let's look big picture. This year you're a regular starter out there, 7th round draft choice. Did you envision these kind of things when you came into camp this year?
I always came in to compete. I always wanted to be a starter in the National Football League. Whenever my time was going to come to start, my time was going to start. I didn't know it was going to, come this soon, but I'm blessed for everything that's came my way, and I just want to keep going.
Broke it up and headed for Nakua, and Carrington Valentine would have none of it at the 10-yard line, broke it up.
All those things that are coming your way, as you said, you earned. Nothing was given to you.
Yeah, I've never been one to take handouts, honestly. I've always, grinded and, really had to dig it out the mud to, get to where I am now.
One other thing for you, Carrington. Were you always confident, like even as a little kid, before you started playing in the NFL, when you were playing Pee Wee football? Were you always real confident? Because that's a big part of your game. You bleed.
Yeah, honestly, I've always been a confident, player, even as a young, even playing Pee Wee football. I feel like that's kind of what makes me me. And, especially with my position, you have a lack of confidence, it's kind of hard to play it. But it's just who I am.
Hello everyone, this is WWE superstar Liv Morgan here with my new friend, the great Aaron Jones.
Take it to another level, they ain't ready for, let it show, let it show.
So we just presented you with this custom WWE Green Bay Packers championship. How do you like it?
It's beautiful. This has been missing in my collection. Next thing coming is a Super Bowl trophy.
Hell yeah, I'm glad we got to provide it for your collection. What's your favorite thing about being an NFL superstar?
My favorite thing about being an NFL superstar is probably the platform that I'm given. Being able to use it in the ways that I want to and take advantage of it. If you played on the gridiron, what position would you play?
I'd be like you. I think I'm really fast.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we got us a running back, a playmaker.
Yeah. The power of belief, right? If you had to pick one of your NFL teammates to be in the ring with you, who would you pick and why?
Eric Wilson or Josh Nijman. Eric Wilson's kind of built like a wrestler already, and then Josh he's about 6'6", like 325.
Yeah,
so
good form.
a good size. So
I feel like you'd be crazy athletic, like maybe not staturally like freaking Brock Lesnar, but I think you'd be a heavy hitter. I think you are very athletic and you'd be able to do some sneaky things, and plus you're very, very, very fast, which you have totally in your favor. You'll just outquick everyone.
I think I'll be a little bit like Rey Mysterio.
Yeah,
He was
yeah,
one of my
some
favorite
lucha,
wrestlers
is he?
growing up. He was.
Wow.
He's quick, fast. He gets in and out of things. So
Yeah, yeah. Are you a fan of Dominic Mysterio, his son?
I don't like how that storyline's played out. It kind of broke my heart.
It did, right?
It did.
No one wants to see father and son fight, especially Dom. We've known him for like 15 years now when he was on SmackDown forever, ever ago. For sure. You hear that, Dom? You gotta respect your daddy. Also, SmackDown is gonna be right across the street. December 15th. Are you gonna be there? Are you gonna be there with your family?
I'll be there front row, excited. I'm gonna bring my belt too.
You have to. You have to bring the belt.
Welcome back. This week's Chalk Talk is brought to you by Network Health. In a game marked by inconsistency, Tucker Kraft was a constant. Very first play of the game, Jaden Reed on the jet sweep. Here he is, here's Tucker Kraft. Now this is hard to do in the open field. Not only block the man, but bury him. Now there's a guy ready to play. Tucker was targeted 4 times and he had 4 catches, 3 of them going for first downs. And the thing about this play is play style. Tucker makes a catch and then he lowers the shoulder on the tackler. There is no doubt about it on this play who is the hitter and who is the hittee. Back to the running game. And Tucker is working against Kayvon Thibodeau, one of the Giants' best players. And on this round, he has to hold the block like forever. He does, and thanks to him, Josiah DeGuara and Josh Myers, Jaden Reed goes for 20 yards, the Packers' longest run of the day. You may remember this play, the Giants blitzing a safety, so they're a man short in the middle of the field, just where Tucker is headed. Jordan Love spots him, gets him the football, and Tucker is hit almost immediately. But he breaks that tackle, and he'll go almost 20 more yards before being brought down. That's 43 yards total, the Packers' longest play of the day. Tucker Kraft making the most of his increased opportunities. Total Packers with Matt LaFleur is brought to you by Network Health, by your Wisconsin Toyota dealers, and by Software One, redefining how companies build, buy, and manage everything in the cloud.
Everything I do, I don't do it for awards. I'm just very fortunate, and I like to give back in any way I can. Just being able to impact those kids in the way that we did, it meant so much to me, and I know it meant so much to them.
Welcome back to Total Packers with Matt LaFleur. Top Performers is brought to you by Spectrum. No game balls to hand out tonight, but we do have Tucker Kraft, who I thought played very well. 4 targets, 4 catches, 3 of them went for first downs, and a 43-yarder in the mix, and he had some big blocks.
Yeah, Tucker has improved each and every week, and I think it's a credit to his preparation. I think John Dunn does a great job with the tight ends. It's a young room, as we know, but it's been fun to see the growth of that room. And I think Tucker is, you look at the run blocking's gotten better. He's able to finish some of the blocks, put people on the ground. He made some big plays in the passing game, and then you watch him on special teams as well, contributing in many areas.
Thank you, Matt. Coming up, the last word from the coach. Don't go away.
We are here at the Johnsonville Tailgate Village, Lambeau Field, doing a great event, serving our community through the Police Lights of Christmas program. Our officers tonight are actually going to be packing 1,000 backpacks with essential items, hats, socks, gloves, toiletries. Each department is going to leave this night with a box full of thousands of dollars worth of gift cards and dozens of backpacks, so they can use that in their community to help people in need.
During the holiday season, when we see someone that might be in need, or I could tell you personally, I see a kid doing something nice like shoveling a neighbor's driveway, I'll go give them one of the gift cards just to make them feel good. By working for Green Bay PD, we work very closely with the Packers for game day security. They extended the red carpet they opened up to have it here at Lambeau Field with the stadium in the background, seeing all the squad cars here, the generosity of the Packers for hosting us and having this. It's just amazing, especially being a Green Bay police officer, working in partnership, knowing that they care enough about not just Green Bay PD, but all the PDs around the state. So it's a great partnership between us and the Packers.
People are always trying to do their best to help others that need it more than you. It's an awesome thing that the police officers here are doing, just trying to give back any way they can. Obviously, both my parents being police officers, I feel strongly about what they do for the community and how they serve and protect. But I think it's just awesome, what they're doing here.
All of the departments, which there's 70 departments here tonight, but we have close to 100 police vehicles out there. They're all going to turn on their lights under the lights of Lambeau and just have a huge lights and siren send-off. It'll be quite the sight to see.
Welcome back. The Last Word with Matt LaFleur is brought to you by Construction Business Group and Wisconsin Operating Engineers. Time for the last word from the coach and Matt. Back at Lambeau this week for a game against Tampa Bay. And the Buccaneers are one of a half dozen teams with a 6-7 record. They do lead the NFC South. And Baker Mayfield is alive and well in Tampa Bay.
Yeah, Baker made some key plays in their win over Atlanta, being able to rally his team to a fourth quarter comeback. Certainly there's a lot of weapons over there. Anytime you're throwing to Mike Evans and Godwin over there, and then defensively there's a lot of household names: Vita Vea, Devin White, Levante David, Carlton Davis, Antone Winfield Jr. So it's going to be a tremendous task, a team that's leading their division, but we welcome the opportunity and the challenge.
Thank you, Matt. Beat the Bucs, and thank you for watching. Until next time, take care.